Guys, Fin21H here. Welcome back to the Prescot Road to Glory here in PES 2020. Last time out we drew 2-2 with Southampton, conceding a very late goal that we probably shouldn't have. And right now we're going to host Stoke City in our next game. Today's team is Fogarty, Kenny, Pout, Rusk, Nisted, Savage, Caldwell, Burns Senior, Clark, Hampson, and then Glenn Murray will lead the line today for this Prescot squad. So here we are now, back at home, back at Prescot Astros, and we welcome, of course, Stoke City. It's going to be a hard game, to be fair. They came up with us last season. We had some close encounters with them last year, 1-0 win, and then I think it was a 0-0 draw where Stoke City missed out on a penalty, I think it was, that they should have been given. There's Paul Fogarty warming up, trying to keep again his third consecutive clean sheet against this Stoke City side. But of course, both teams looking to probably finish around the bottom side of the table. So he'll come out on top and get 3 valuable points towards safety, as it's Glenn Murray here now under the ball, waiting for the referee to blow his whistle before kicking the game off. Anytime today the referee will decide to kick the ball off. There we go, it's back to James Pout now. James Pout gets it out his feet, eventually sprays the ball wide. Daniel Clark chests it down and plays it inside for James Savage. Savage advances forward now with a lot of space, but he's brought down there. And now Etebo has it. Here's Adam Rusk. Comes out here to Luke Nisted on this near hand side. He'll knock the ball in front. Pressure coming. He's going to drop it off for Clark. Back to Nisted though. Here he goes to Joe Burns Senior. Plays inside for Caldwell. There's Glenn Murray. Glenn Murray to Finn Hampson. Nice touch into the path of Ellis Kenny. You can put a ball into the box here, King Kenny. Comes inside. He should be fouled there, but the referee believes the ball's won and is. Joe Burns Senior winning the ball back, and the referee gives a foul for that one on Joe Burns Senior. Here we are now, pressure being put under there, and there's Carter Vickers. Comes back to Ryan Shawcross, back in the Premier League. He's spent a long time in the Prem, to be fair, as Ryan Shawcross. It's forward for Duffy is Etebo. Etebo now releases it into the middle for Hogan. Hogan turns Adam Rusk. Adam Rusk battles it out. James Pout now is going to chase Duffy out wide. Duffy puts a ball in. It's going to go right the way through. Lincoln Nested dangerously leaves it out, and that's a goal kick for Prescott. Here we are now with Federici, with the goal kick going long for Ndai. James Savage won't be able to win it. Ndai will cut out by Rusk. Here's Savage now to Clark. Clark plays the ball for Glenn Murray. Murray back here for James Savage, making a nice overlapping run. He gives it to Daniel Clark. Clark puts it across. Glenn Murray's not going to get there. It's going to come as far as James Savage. Here's Joe Burns Senior. He'll take the shot, and it's just over Federici's bar. Here we are now, coming up to half-time, and here's Adam Rusk. Plays it long and out wide. Finn Hampson has got an overlapping run with Ellis Kenny, and he'll give it to Kenny. Kenny further down the line for Glenn Murray. Holds it up well. Looks to try and go back for Kenny, but Carter Vickers is there, and Ryan Shawcross will clear it long, and that will be half-time here in the Barclays Premier League. Here at the Prescot Astros, Prescot S.F.C 0, Stoke City 0. Neither side really taking a grip on this game. So we'll look in the second half, see if there's any difference. So now Stoke get the game underway. Still playing their 4-3-3 with Carter Vickers playing it wide for Ndidi. Normally a centre-half, but he's playing at left-back today. Here we are now, it's forward to Ndai. He'll play it for Bertologhi. Bertologhi's in behind. Comes inside, James Pout cuts it out well. Luke Nisted heads it down. James Savage to Joe Burns Senior, and he's going to keep hold of the ball for Glenn Murray. Murray to Finn Hampson, and Finn Hampson, he's got the pace. Going against Keshen, and Finn Hampson will get past Keshen. And Finn Hampson, can he get the shot away? Carter Vickers recovers, and Federici clears it. And it's out for a Prescott throw-in on the far side of the field. Very unlucky for Finn Hampson there. Carter Vickers did brilliant. As we now see James McLean, the Ireland man, coming on to try and help Stoke City on that left-hand side of the game. Here we are now, it's back from Rusk to Fogarty. Fogarty spreads it to Kenny. Kenny's allowed to turn. He'll play it out wide now for Finn Hampson. That'll go out for a throw-in now for Stoke. Poor pass by Kenny on his weak foot. Joe Burns Senior to be replaced by Joe Burns Jr. now on the pitch. And it's Keshen now on the throw-in. Goes to Duffy. Intercepted by Stephen Caldwell. Here's Kenny now to Joe Burns. And Joe Burns plays it to his captain now, James Savage. That's surely a foul, but the referee doesn't see anything in it. It's now with Sam Vokes. Sam Vokes going up against James Pout. Gets it and D. Here's Duffy. Duffy, can he play the right pass? No, Adam Rusk makes an excellent challenge and wins the ball back there and gets it down the line. And it's with Finn Hampson now, is allowed to turn. Plays it to Joe Burns. Joe Burns to Glenn Murray. Holds it up. Gives it to James Savage. But the referee's going to pull it back for a foul on Joe Burns there. It looked very nasty as well on the young man. And looks like the ball's going to stay in here. Callum Gore's chasing it down, but he's not going to do anything there with it. Is Duffy. Goes long. Here we are now with Vokes. Vokes. It's intercepted by his own man and Joe Burns. Plays into the path of James Savage. Savage to Glenn Murray. Murray back to Savage, but it's too wide for him. He gives it to Finn Hampson. He'll put it across looking for Murray, and it's gone the wrong side of the post for Glenn Murray there. Caldwell now. Not long to go. Here's Promes. The young centre-half plays it to Murray. Gives it to Savage. It's intercepted though, and Joe Allen has it. Allen plays it to Duffy. It's forward, and that will be full time here at Prescot Astros. Once again, both teams fail to come away with 3 points. That's 2 games in a row now that this game has finished 0-0 between Stoke and Prescott. Prescott stay 11th in the table on 11 points. Doesn't look like we're going to move up, but we can move down quite a bit. We need to be careful. Our next team lineup is Fogarty, Kenny, Pout, Rusk, Nisted, Savage, Neil Wiley returns, Daniel Clark's in the middle, Jack Mills out right, Ben Woodburn on the left, and Glenn Murray up front. As of course we do travel to Crystal Palace here at Selhurst Park, one of the loudest stadiums in the Premier League. A very vocal fan base that we can't be intimidated by. As you see, they've stacked the seats. Have Crystal Palace and are ready to put on a show and try and take down new boys into the Premier League. Prescott, who again sit quite comfortably in 11th place, but they can't advance forward right now. It's concentrating on getting as many points as they can early on in the season to make sure they don't go down already. As Checker Coyote plays it to Scott Dan. Here's Mayer. Wide for Townsend. He's allowed to come inside, but he goes back outside, puts the ball over the top for Benteke. Pout can't quite win it. It's with Fogarty. Here we are now with Wiley to Jack Mills. Comes back for Daniel Clark. Clark will take the shot, and it's a big save needed there. As Daniel Clark tests the keeper early there. It's an excellent shot by the man. Neil Wiley plays a great ball for Jack Mills, who lays it into the path of Daniel Clark. One touch, gets the shot away and forces Hennessy into a big save there. Corner now to be taken by Jack Mills. He puts it in, he drills it hard. It's going to be go right the way through. Daniel Clark can't get there. Coyote still battling and defensively cleared. Only as far as Townsend. Kenny wins it. Here's Mills. Glenn Murray now battling out and gets it to Luke Nisted. He sprays it into the middle for Neil Wiley, but it's too much and Townsend's there. Back to Mayer. Here's Benteke. Townsend, nice touch. Townsend! Oh, what a goal by Andros Townsend. 20 minutes gone and Crystal Palace lead by 1-0. What a goal that was by Andros Townsend on the volley. Take a bow. You're not going to see many better than that. Simon Deeley frustrated in his Prescott defence there and not getting rid of the football. Luke Nisted playing a dangerous ball into the middle for Neil Wiley. There's the mistake. Townsend is the man that gets the ball. Mayer to Benteke. Townsend hits it brilliantly. Paul Fogarty left no chance as it hits the inside of his post and hits the back of the net. Here we are now. Prescott 7 minutes gone. They're still down and he sprays it forward for Murray. He wins it to Wiley. Wiley gives it to Woodburn now. Going up against Joel Ward, and Woodburn will try and go on the outside and will. Ben Woodburn comes back. Plays into the path of Neil Wiley. Wiley will take the shot, but it's well wide of Hennessy's post there. Here we are now with Zaha back to Van Arnold. Van Arnold will go further back for Tompkins. He gives it to Dan. Dan back to Hennessy. Pressure coming from Jack Mills at the middle. Neil Wiley look to win this header against Mayer and does. Here's Glenn Murray. Glenn Murray still somehow with the football at his foot. Glenn Murray advancing forward. Plays it to Jack Mills and scores! First time shot by Jack Mills. 1 minute stoppage time has just been played. And Jack Mills gets Prescott back in the game. It's all square at Selhurst Park. Thanks to a terrific goal by Jack Mills on his weak foot, by the way. He'll be happy with that one, Will Mills. And Prescott right back in this game. Let's take a closer look at this magnificent build-up play by the likes of Glenn Murray and Ben Woodburn. Of course, it was played and won by Neil Wiley. Murray comes, battles it out with Chiarte, wins the ball, plays a brilliant pass on his weak foot, and Jack Mills first time past Hennessy and Prescott are right back in this game and looking to try and get another goal as they have now upset Crystal Palace just before half-time. What a goal that was by Jack Mills. He will not see many better than that. So Benteke kicks it off back to Kouyaté. And that is half-time here at Selhurst Park. Andros Townsend, screamer, give them the lead on 20 minutes. But 15 minutes later, Jack Mills replied with an equaliser for Prescott. Second half will be played underway by Glenn Murray now. The referee blows his whistle and it's back to Pout. And Pout comes wide for Mills, looking to try and win it against Van Arnold and does, heads it inside looking for Glenn Murray, but it's cut out by Joel Tompkins. Here is Benteke. Milivojevic has it. Plays it to Zaha, going up against Luke Nisted, and Zaha will get the ball. Zaha puts it across, deflected by Nisted, and Paul Fogarty comes and claims. An hour gone, it's still 1-1. Van Arnold spreads it to Zaha. Here is Meyer to Benteke. Benteke turns, and it's a poor shot, and Fogarty will easily claim that as he throws it long and finds Wiley. Wiley goes down the line for Ben Woodburn. In the side today in replace of Finn Hampson. Woodburn still going against Ward. Clark wins it and it gives it to Kenny. Kenny back to Woodburn. It's coming inside now for Neil Wiley. He'll spread it wide. Mills takes his time, plays it back inside for Clark. Here's Nisted, and Nisted mishits the ball, and that will go out for a goal kick for Crystal Palace. As Ben Woodburn does come off as he looks tired to be replaced by Joe Burns. Here we are now with Toby Hill to Stephen Caldwell. Flicked on. Here's Clark. Woodburn looking for Murray. Joel Tompkins is there. Not long to go in this game. 5 minutes. Hennessy goes long. It's going to be won by Stephen Caldwell. Heads it down for Neil Wiley. He gives it to Toby Hill. Intercepted by Milivojevic. Here's Zaha to Benteke. Nice turn. Here's Meyer. Meyer now plays it wide for Townsend. Townsend intercepted by Kenny. Kenny will now give it to Clark. And Daniel Clark gives it wide. Toby Hill gives it back to Clark, who's in a lot of space. Can he get a shot away? No, he tries to play into the path of Glenn Murray. Cleared away by Tompkins. There's Zaha. Foul made by James Savage there. And the referee looks like he's going to be pulling his card out there. No, he's just going to be having words with the Prescott captain there. And that'll be a last-ditch attempt now for Crystal Palace. 3 seconds to go. Milivojevic to deliver. He floats it towards Zaha. Chested down to Ward. Ward gets around Burns. Here's Schlupp. Schlupp to Milivojevic now has it wide. Milivojevic tries to go around Caldwell and does. Puts it in. Fogarty punches away. And Prescott survive a late onslaught there from Crystal Palace. Jack Mills' goal has proven to help Prescott come away with a point at Crystal Palace. I've been Finn21H. Please like, subscribe, ding dong that notification bell, and I will see you in the next episode of the Prescott Road to Glory. We still sit in 11th now on 12 points. Hopefully we can keep this up.